going to continue to impact the US economy, how you see free trade being fair, and what improvements can there be to that free and fair trade?
Well, what a difference my first trip versus my second set of meetings, because as you recall, we spent an enormous amount of time on the communique. This time it seems much simpler. I think you know, and people have seen, President Trump's agenda is to make sure that we have free and fair trade. And I think, as you know, the United States is probably the most open trading market there is for both goods, services, and investment. The only restrictions we have on investment are what we call our CFIUS process for security review. Otherwise, this market is open for investment, and we've appreciated all the international investments, and it's been great investments for many people. On the trade side, the same issue. We have in most markets very little or virtually no tariffs. The president believes in reciprocal trade deals and reciprocal free trade. And what that means is that if our markets are open, there should be a reciprocal nature to other people's markets are open as well. And that's what he believes is free and fair. What's not free and fair is if our market is open and other people either have high tariffs or have high import barriers, non-tariff barriers, and that creates one-sided issues. And you know, those are discussions that we're having, and I think have been very productive.
So it's tit for tat. I'm open, you're open.
Yes, we like to use the word reciprocal as opposed to
Now, one step further into the impact of trade. We know that in many countries around the world, trade has had an impact, and so has had technology changes, breakthroughs, and modification of supply chains, and all those things that we've been discussing. How do you think we all, countries that are affected by that phenomenon, how can we deal with that? How can we continue to embrace both change and openness while making sure that everybody benefits?
Sure. So, look, I think that, first of all, I think in general we've seen that trade is good for economic growth. That appropriate and balanced trade needs to be balanced, but appropriate and balanced trade is good for economic growth. That creates certain natural competitive advantages when it's free and open. I do think, and this is one of the important roles that you play here, is making sure that the currency systems are fair and aligned, that the capital systems are fair and aligned. And in many cases, and this is true as there are changes in financial markets and trade, there are winners and losers, and we need to be careful. And I think as governments, we need to understand that and understand that needs to be managed by the private market, but also through various different focus.
Right. So the discussions that we've had in the last 2 days, where some finance ministers identified education, lifelong